Hi, I'm Alex. I live in another band who are now, but I'm originally from Yellowknife, Northwest Territories. My bat reflects what I things. I miss most about women from back home is there's no bush parties, because the six-pack of beer in Stanley Park does not a bush party mac. Not talking about 3 feet of snow, two kegs. That's pretty much party, right? Get a bunch of people together and get a big fire going, but it's still super cold, so everybody's bundled up fairly short inch of skin. What are my favorite pranks to pull? One of my favorite prints is I love to put on a girl's park up, and then I pick up the dudes I hate, and the next morning they wake up in an absolute panic in my kill room. That's jokes. The boy high. My favorite games, Mamu. And Self the Wall, though, is is you guys have this dispensaries, right? You spent big mall. It's a store. It's a store. It's a store that sells weak. I just clarify. Yellowknife, yes, it's land of ice and snow, but it's also the latter, the $25 aluminum foil wrapped half round, so bad of a big deal for me when I moved down a large carnivore knackhorn, so bad, but I don't know how to lie to a doctor. Do professional. I don't know how to bake arthritis. I know what I'm doing, and I walk into the dispensary with this thing. Oh yeah, I only have one. You guys already mailed that you guys are like, I told you, Doris. I walk in the dispensary, but this thing and the daughter's like, you're gonna need one of those. Yep, told me, 15 years old. Alice, that. What if I told you one day you could get super good, a super affordable leader to super safe place? All you got to do is just get rid of that one for sure, totally worth it. Let's do this now. Walk into dispense free for the first time. When I buy personal bag of weed and I gave her on debit, I'm deaf. I go on the back, let's move, join with some of the other Lily Gay drinks, and I tell how I got my guard, and they're like, else. We just told them we had a hard time sleeping. Just have its advantages, no lab with what I'm so I don't have to meet the love of my life. It'll be at the club with some of my buddies. We're going to be chat, would be drinking. There'll be this girl all the other end of the bar. We make or like relative like there's something there. We are daughter days. So I turned back. My buddy said we keep chatting and you won't want to go take a sip of my beer. I notice at the bottom of it, it's just gorgeous little blue eye. When Turner turned to earth, there she is, empty socket, the prettiest smile in the world. Looks like it's down my beard. I pull it out and we trade eyes. Now I got a blue and brown eyes. She's got a blue line around overrun around the club like a couple huskies. That'll ever happen. I have other priorities, roller coasters. You guys like roller coasters? Fantastic guys never get on the mind bender. An amateur, you don't have to panic. You're just a segue. You guys have reviewed on the line Banger Edmonton. That was painless. I am. A little while is like I spotted by my cars and I had like, you're absolutely right, I can ride for free. So we got on the car. I'm so, so excited. Like, again, I don't know what's going to happen anymore. Everybody else, things that was, well, we start clipping a log, like this is going to be a lot of fun. And then the real panic sets in when you realize, like, I don't remember being this close to the ceiling. And we did that very first drop. Or, but like the very first herd, I feel my just flat. And I turned in my buddy here, and he's still like, "You care is in my eye, in my face. No, I can't look, for example, horse blinders up. I know the burrowing its way. Some bum's forehead behind bushes, like I can see everything for the first slide I had, yeah. That's just my have fun, but every time we get to a bit of a vantage point of looking on the ground, like that was $1,100, Alex. Where does that go? You need the bad, that bad. I still trying to have fun, but we're coming up the very first look to it, but we already discussed before we got all the rides. I'm very topical. If you look, we're gonna stick right, so we got water when I have flying at me now, thinking how much funnier one of those just right my eye socket. I'm awesome, thinking how much money would it be? Him just like king care of the face. He was playing for life at Harvard. We show the bottom of the ride, and that's when I see the one of the kids right next to the gun. No, I don't know how to deal with death by now. That's my bounce on how science didn't I. Don't know how science dip. It's about science. Caught my line right there at my feet. In the cart, let me just put it back in my face. It's dirty. I'm not a weirdo. And the next best thing held up to the line of can sounds, like this is for you, Wood. The blanket at the back of the line was like, yes, no, I'm just kidding. You can't see anything so much. You.